There was a time in which having our dream home felt completely unattainable. We would see things like extreme home makeover or lifestyles of the rich and famous, right? And having this extraordinary home felt like something that was only for the ultra rich. It wasn't for regular people like us. Well, I am happy to report that even if you're working on a tight budget, it is actually possible to have your dream home. The problem is that a lot of times you're making some decor mistakes that are actually keeping you from having that dream home, and they're easy fixes. So today I wanted to share some of my top tips for fixing your decor mistakes that you are making in your home. They're easy fixes, they're budget friendly, and you're gonna be amazed by how big of a difference it makes in your home. One of the biggest mistakes that you might be making is buying the wrong art. I don't know about you, but a lot of times I see some great art that's really cute and I feel really tempted to get sucked into it. Maybe it's, a picture of birds, or it's sunflowers in a field. Maybe it's something with like horses, or I don't know, it's just really cute art. And you can very easily get sucked into that because you're like, oh, it's cute. I'm gonna put cute art in. And your goal for your home was something that was beautiful and pretty and elegant. Those pictures, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that they're not going to give you the result that you're really wanting. It's a little bit like deciding to make chicken for dinner and then putting beef on the grill. Like, you're not going to get the result that you're hoping for. You really have to use the right ingredients in order to get the dream home that you're hoping for. Instead of buying cute art or art that feels a little bit childish, think about how your art can actually add this beautiful layer of sophistication to your space. Why not go for a beautiful landscape? Why not go for something like a really beautiful abstract piece? You could go for black and white like you see in my own home a lot, but navy blue is a beautiful color, so is some deep, rich greens. You could always go as well for a pop of color if that's something that you really enjoy as well. But either way, you want it to feel elevated and sophisticated. Ideally, you will find pieces that are on canvas or prints in a frame with a big white matting. That combination just is like, it's like pixie dust. Pop that down on your art and you're like, yes, it's magical. It's just an easy little formula when you're shopping for art. If you look for those two things, you're very likely to be picking the right things. I'm gonna leave some examples of some of my favorite pieces down below. Our video sponsor for today is actually Wayfair, and I am so pumped because I'm gonna be sharing a whole bunch of great links with you today. But I have to be honest with you, I'm kind of fangirling a little because I've been ordering from Wayfair for years. It's so nice because the shipping is free. So that does actually save you a ton of money, but they also have incredible sales on top of the fact that they already have beautiful decor pieces that are super affordable. They do have some of the higher end designer brands like Jamie Young and some of the pieces I've shared with you guys before, but they also have other brands that are really, really affordable. Look at this vase set. I mean, you can get some beautiful items from Wayfair. You can also, don't stop. Don't stop there, okay? Because the thing is, it's not just decor items, it's furniture for your living rooms. You've got sofas, you've got coffee tables, rugs, beds. I mean, anything you can think of for your home, they're gonna sell it on Wayfair, and they're gonna sell it to you at a great price. And I just know that you're gonna love it. And so I'm gonna leave all the links for you down below. I also create mood boards all the time for you guys to help keep you inspired and to show you how things can come together from there. I post all of those over on my LTK. It's just so nice because you can find the mood boards, and if there's something there you want to buy, you can just click the link. So it's an easy way to be able to give you all that information quickly and also make it shoppable if there's something you want to buy. But Wayfair ultimately is just a go-to source for me. I genuinely shop there every single week, sometimes like every single day. It really is amazing, and I think that you'll love it. So thank you again to Wayfair for being our video sponsor. I'll leave all the links down below for you guys. Another big decor mistake is finding yourself in decor paralysis. I really do understand that because the internet is loaded with a million ideas. right? So many ideas, they're all so beautiful, you can find yourself getting a little bit lost. And then on top of that, you just don't make any decisions. You're like, I could do this, I could do that, I like this, I like that, and then you do nothing. That's not good either. Decorating your home is a process, and sometimes discovering your style is a process as well. I would definitely look at your own style. Like say, for instance, if you like my style and you like my home and you look at the pictures and you like this style and it's something you'd want to put into your own home, then you can you could check it out on my LTK. You can also check me out on Instagram and you can see what my home looks like. And then you're able to say, this is my dream home. This is what I want my home to look like. And you can ask yourself, what do I need to start with today? And start with one piece at a time and start building out your home. If you're not one of those people that has a massive budget, right? We're talking about budget-friendly things. You may not be able to build out the entire room, but maybe today you can start by planning on painting out your room. It could be one thing that you do to move you in the right direction of your dream space. Don't let decor paralysis keep you from actually moving forward. If you're still not sure about your style, check out somewhere like Pinterest. A lot of times Pinterest is gonna feed you whatever it is that you've been looking for, so it can be a little bit harder to find what you like, but you can always look at an account like mine where I have different categories for different styles, and it'll help you clue into what style you really like. That way you can start purchasing items that you know you're gonna love for a really long time. Another big decor mistake is buying the wrong accessories. People do this all the time. They're out and they just see, again, like something cute or someone gave them something. I think those gifts are a lot of times really hard because if someone has gifted you something, you feel bad not putting it out. But unless the person really knows you and really knows you well, a lot of times those gifts can actually cause you a little bit of heartache because they really don't go with the decor that you want. So maybe just tuck them away. Eventually, maybe you'll give them away, I don't know, but definitely tuck them away. Don't make them the center stage of your decor, right? Instead, think about buying some key decor pieces that will really define and elevate your space. So it's easy to say don't buy the wrong decor pieces, but what do the right ones look like? The right ones should pull your room together. It should make it's like the little accessories on your outfit. It's like an earring or a little necklace. It's a belt, right? It's the little things that pull the larger things together. So accessories really are quite important. But how do you know what the right ones are? Well, I do suggest a lot here of pieces that I feel have that sort of timelessness, a classic feeling to them, and yet are a little bit modern. I do suggest those a lot here, but I would definitely go to somewhere like Wayfair. Check out some of the pieces like this beautiful ribbon. I love pieces like this because they have a lot of visual movement. They have a lot of interest going on with them. They come in all different sizes and colors as well. So if you find yourself wanting a little bit more of a glamorous touch, you might want to buy that knot in gold. You could also go for a beautiful marble chain like these. These are really nice because you can lay them across books. You can put them on a bookshelf. You can put them on your dresser, on your nightstand, right? Like almost any surface where you're gonna wanna put decor out. A piece like this adds a gorgeous sculptural feel. It also has a lot of interest. The veining in it is absolutely gorgeous, and it really is going to help create this feeling of pretty. It's just pretty. It's pretty, it's modern, it's kind of cool, and you're gonna get all of that with a piece like this. I would avoid things like little signs that have little words on them. They tend to overpower a space. And even if you added in a little link into a little sign, you know, like they have those little ones that sit in the little easels and have like funny sayings on them and stuff. Like those are the things I wouldn't put into your space. Instead, put in some of these really nice decor items. When it comes to the living room, there's one big decor mistake that I see people making over and over and over, and it's almost impossible to overcome this mistake. And that is that you buy the wrong sofa. A lot of people are still buying sofas with the rolled arms. They're buying the sofas with the 3 pillows across the back. They're going for sofas with slip covers on them. All of these are all very dated styles that most people are not using anymore. So if your goal is to create an updated look in your home, these are not going to give you that result. Is there anything wrong with them? No. Are they comfortable? Probably. But ultimately, when you walk into your room and you have that feeling like, oh, hey, something's just not right here. What is it? It could be the sofa. So let me stop you before you go buy the next one. Just skip it. I would look for instead something that's a little bit more modern, a little bit more clean lined. If you want some back cushions, go for either one across the back or never more than 2 across the back, unless you have like a big sectional, then you might have a little bit more. But what you're trying to do is not create this little choppy look with lots of little back cushions. You want to create a more modern, clean line look on the sofa. You want to go for clean lined arms on the sofa. You may want to skip out on the slipcover altogether. Nowadays, we have our green machines by Bizzle. We can clean anything out of our upholstery with those. If you have a pet and you're worried about them, just think about laying a blanket over where your pet is going to be, and that way you can just pull the blanket up, throw that in the wash, but you're not having these big fussy slip covers on the sofa. Another decor mistake that I see people making all the time is that they're trying to use, how do I say this politely, like grandma's old silver to decorate with, and I've definitely tried to do that in the past, and it just ends up feeling a little bit kind of heavy and maybe a little bit outdated. So instead, I think that tuck those pieces. You don't have to get rid of them. You don't have to sell them. If they're really special to you, pull them out for special occasions, but I wouldn't make them the centerpiece of your decor. And I think that's where the problem really lies, right? Trying to decorate with something that feels heavy. Silver isn't a color that's really in right now either. And so, right, like there's just several factors that are working against you by trying to use grandma's silver bowl as your decor. Instead, think about some bowls that would give you a really powerful, beautiful statement. The thing is that this bowl is gonna give you a striking dream home kind of feel, right? This one is from Wayfair. It is a little bit pricier because it's so big. You can see how I've got the moss in it. It does come in smaller sizes as well, so definitely check that piece out. But I also just got this piece in, and I'm so excited because a little set like this is under $100. And then you can also add on the small one as well. These are super affordable, and this is a better way of decorating. So if you don't have to get rid of grandma's bowl, don't worry, you can still keep it, but just put it away in the cabinet and then pull it out at Christmas and Thanksgiving, right? At special occasions or when you're serving. But I wouldn't make that the design, because pieces like this become significant in your home, and you don't need 1,000 of these. So just remember, a few key pieces can really give you an extraordinary feel. I even just got the moss in from Wayfair. So literally all you do, what we usually do is we actually take old plastic bags. Hang on, I'll show you. So what we will do is we will take some grocery bags from, old grocery bags from the grocery store, and we'll take the moss. This is nice because it comes in big sheets, and you can literally just lay it down on top of that and just make sure that the plastic bag does not show. But yeah, literally all we're gonna do is just pull these sheets out and tuck it into your bowl. And the nice thing about this moss is that it is actually, it's dried, it's real, and it doesn't fade, it doesn't die. It stays like this forever and ever. And literally in the time that we were sitting here, I made this gorgeous little centerpiece bowl. This is a piece that you can put in the center of your table. You can put it on your sideboards, on your dresser, and it's just going to give you that dream feeling in your home more than having maybe grandma's silver bowl sitting out. I would include grandma's candlesticks and maybe her china cabinet. Those things were really popular at one time, but if it isn't really your dream home, let me just say this. If that is your dream to have those things, then you could keep them. But if it isn't your dream, it isn't the dream that you have, then I think switching those accessories out will make a really big difference and it'll really freshen up your space. You've seen me use them some, but based off of the feedback I get from you guys, you find them freaky, and that is the bust. You guys are just like freaked out by them, just in general. I've seen some modern ones that I really like, but just generally speaking, for whatever reason, people are just kind of freaked out by them. So there's a lot of varieties out there, and you think, oh, you know, a bust can be cool. It can be, but most of the time they're a little bit creepy, and people have weird hangups about things that are looking at them in the night. So I don't put them in I don't put them in bedrooms anymore. Like, people really don't like them. They definitely just feel like there's just a face looking at them. And so one of the things that you've seen me not decorating with so much anymore are busts, because I can't believe how much people just feel upset by them, especially ones that have faces on them. Every now and then you can find a really good modern one that really just can kind of be an exception to the rule. But if you're one of those people that feels creeped out by those, don't decorate with them. Like, if somebody gave you one, just pass it forward, you know. I wouldn't put it in the closet, like open the closet and be like, I wouldn't do that either. But I do think that if there's something that could be chic, it could be considered, you know, really elegant or something. If it's not something that you really enjoy, don't put it in your house. So don't decorate with things that you don't really love. Final thing that I see people decorating with all the time, and I just feel it's just a little bit of an outdated look, particularly if you are trying to create a more luxurious feel, and that is those velvet covered kind of mid-century chairs. They have like a kind of like an old world glamour, mid-century kind of feel to them. And they tend to make your space feel a little bit outdated. And a lot of times they aren't the most comfortable chairs to sit in either. We just got the most amazing chair in from Wayfair last week, and I'm freaking out over it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got these beautiful lines on it. It's got this gorgeous boucle. It's so comfortable to sit in, and it's not a big chair. Like, a lot of times those mid-century chairs aren't very big, which is why a lot of times designers will use them, because we're trying to fit a lot of things into a small space. Or maybe you find yourself doing the same thing. But look at the chair section at Wayfair, because they have incredible options. I will leave the link for the one that I've just found, because it's absolutely gorgeous and it's so comfortable. Boucle is a really highly durable fabric. When you put that on a chair, you're gonna be in really good shape with something like that. Generally speaking, I would fill your home with things that you really love, that help you create the space of your dream. When you really enjoy each thing and you see them all come together, that's when you know, like, this is my dream home. And what I love is that it's so affordable. You can do these things, and here on this channel, we have so much content available to you. If you wanna go by room, if you wanna watch more decor mistake videos, it's all here on the channel, and we load you up every single week with new ideas and fresh inspiration. We try to help you avoid trends that will be too trendy. We try to help you know what is coming, and that way you just always feel ready and prepared to create the home of your dreams. So make sure you hit subscribe if that sounds like the kind of place that you'd be excited to come back to, and give the video a thumbs up if you loved today's video. I'll leave all the details down below for all the items that were shown throughout the video, and thank you again for coming to visit. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.